Hello and welcome back to the second video in this series. The first I did in terms of my experience with Stylist Live, and today I'm talking about MTV and Viacom and how I did a goal setting workshop. And I'm always really interested in these things personally in terms of content, like how did you get in there? What were you able to do? So if you've got questions, if you want me to make more of these videos, please let me know because I'm here for you. Number one, I was pregnant in this video and I can't quite, you can tell in the picture. I can tell in the picture. I also can tell because I look a bit pale and interesting because I had morning sickness. And the thing that I want to share here is that as a freelancer, as a self-employed person, when your life takes a different direction, so if you had children or if you are required in a different circumstance, if you need to care for somebody, if you need to care for yourself, that sense of lack of control in terms of income can feel a bit wobbly. And speaking for me really supported me in pregnancy and certainly like the early years of my kids being little. And it was amazing because I could prepare all the stuff at home, I could do all the negotiations, and then I would go and talk for an hour. And honestly, I would get paid the most incredible money for that hourly rate. And everything was organized. I didn't have to put on an event. I didn't have to be moving chairs about. They did all that for me. And so if you're thinking about speaking and you're like, yeah, but I don't know if it's something I need to really think about. Just think about the other things that you might want to do in your life or that your life might require of you. How brilliant would it be to have, I don't know, a couple of hours every month? Think about what that income could do. It could be quite life-changing, business-changing, and exciting. Number two, I was really supporting interesting creatives. And for me, I know that I love the ability to be able to work remotely, and it's so great to be able to do that. But also, I love being in the room with people. Honestly, it's just so joyful to me when you see those moments in the room where people go, oh, and maybe this is the actor in me, you know, the theatre, the liveness, where people go, you suddenly go, they have that moment, oh, I can do this. Oh, I know what to write. And they go ahead and they scribble and they do all of that. So I loved being with people who were really ambitious, really successful in their own right. And I love seeing how I could add my sprinkle to that pick and mix. Number three, it was a childhood dream. Me and my brother used to let ourselves in and we used to watch Select MTV with Richard Blackwood, who I ended up working with later on down the line and who I know, and again, that was another bizarre scenario. But it's really amazing when you get to go in these places and go, wow, my 14-year-old self will be really pleased that I did this thing. Well done. And I love those full circle moments. I had done Stylist Live 3 months before, and I want to say that actually 3 months, and there was Christmas in the middle of that. So this was like November to January or November to February. I can't remember which. Really close amount of time. Once you get one, again, I keep coming back to this point. Once you do one, you do the next, and it keeps going and going and going. And it's just such a powerful thing that once you've locked these things in, they'll just deliver for you again and again and again. Finally, the power of, oh, I've never heard it said in that way before. This is what you might find if you go into corporate organizations, or if you are somebody that does not sit at the same desk every single day. Your perspective of the world, the way that you explain things, the things that you are reading, what you're experiencing because you're on social media, will be different to how that company's culture or those types of people are thinking. And I remember when I first started doing corporate gigs, suddenly I felt like I might have to be like a new person and get like a brand new suit or something. And actually I found that it was more helpful, more useful to be me and add something else into the mix. You know, like in cooking shows or in the food industry, where suddenly there's like a brand new thing being spoken about. And maybe that, so I remember, like, my son absolutely loves mangoes. And I was saying to him the other day, he was like, did you have mango a lot when you were a kid? I was like, not really, because mangoes weren't really, not in the UK, they weren't really part of what we ate. And we had, I mean, how long am I going back? We had bananas, we had strawberries, but yeah, we didn't really have mangoes. And then suddenly these things come in, and then like, it makes sense, and then everybody's talking about them and wants to be part of it. And this is like you going into fresh environments. You want to be that mango where people are like, I didn't even know I needed this, but now I want to have mango with everything. The way that you said it, the way that you enhanced that moment, it was everything. It was great. So I hope that's been useful. Look out for part 3. As I mentioned, if you didn't see the first one about Stylist Live, have a look if you want help with your speaking. I've got 3 options for you. Speak Up Live, which is the 1st of March, 2024. If you're not signed up, do come. There are limited spots available. If you want to do Speak Up the course, great. And equally, if you want to book a strategy session, I can map the whole thing out with you. Go to all my Work With Me options, one-on-one on my Work With Me page. That's it for today. Lots of love, and I'll speak to you soon. Bye.